It is time for another Nottingham Forest match preview, and of course we're taking on Swansea City. And just to confirm, yes, there will be another live watch along to this game. Well, we'll actually be watching it just before 6 o'clock because I'll literally finish work like half an hour before the games, so I won't be able to go live quite as early as I would do. But I will be live obviously for the game, so please do check that out tomorrow. But as for the game, of course, it is going to be an interesting one. This, if we do win, we essentially have the players. I'm not sure whether it is mathematically, but I mean, it might be, to be fair, but I'm pretty sure we realistically will have it sealed. And it's a huge game for Swansea as well, because if they want to try and get the players, they're only a point off it themselves. I don't really think they deserve it because they've been quite inconsistent. They've had a lot of good results this season, but they've had a lot of poor ones as well. Like, they lost to Luton recently at home, you know, which is quite poor. Obviously, Reece Brewster is one of their main players on loan from Liverpool. He's been doing fantastic. But obviously, of course, we won the first game 1-0 in the very last minute away from home. Alpha Semedo, one of his few really good moments this season, because he's not had a huge amount, has he? I think he scored against QPR as well. Other than that, he's not really done that much, has he, Alpha Semedo? But he did get us 3 points away at the Liberty. Fantastic result that away. And it was actually back in September. It's that long ago. But let's take a look at Swansea's recent form, just like Forest did in our first game when we faced them. Leeds scored in the 89th minute through Pablo Hernandez, and Leeds are on the brink of actually not bottling it for once. They might actually get promoted. You never know. Probably, imagine if they were to actually throw it away. I don't see it happening now, because I think Leeds, they actually will go up. But that's not important, because we're not playing Leeds, we're playing Swansea. Before that, though, they were on not bad form. Nothing unbelievable, though. They did beat Birmingham 3-1 away. Only Birmingham are really not playing well at all at the moment. They did beat Sheffield Wednesday 2-1 at home. Good result. Drew Millwall, fair result as well. Pretty, you know, two teams right next to each other. Lost to Luton, like I said earlier. That's very poor. Losing to Luton at home. If you want to get to the Premier League, that's not good at all. So not bad form, but nothing absolutely spectacular. I'd say both teams' form are pretty similar, really. After they face us, they face Bristol City and Reading. So 2 winnable games if they do want to try and make a late push for the playoffs. Obviously, like I said, they're only a point off it, but they really need to be winning this game against us to stand a chance. But obviously, we don't want that to happen. And it's not going to happen, because Forest are going to win. I mean, I say that, our recent form has kind of gone downhill, really, hasn't it? We've gone from, as and when we were beating Derby in that game, being like 4 points off the top 2, genuine hope, and genuine belief we could actually get the top 2, to being like 11 points off, man. Like, I don't know whether that's accurate, but it probably is around about that. It is quite disappointing, really, but it is, at the same time, it isn't even a surprise, is it? After we bottled it against Derby, obviously we lost to Fulham, which a lot of fans aren't happy with, but to be fair, we did lose to quite a good team, and a team right next to us as well. They were literally above us by a place. I think they were actually, we were above them when we played them, but still, like, they're a team right next to us, and obviously we drew Preston at the weekend. Not bad, but I kind of wanted a win out of that one. I'll be honest, like Preston, they're going for the purse as well, so fair enough, but still, a win would have been much better. So I think if we don't win against Preston, but we do win against Swansea, that's probably fair. Barnsley and Stoke to come after this. And some of you are wondering, am I going to do watch-alongs for them as well? There won't be watch-alongs, there will be listen-alongs if I do them. But honestly, I don't even think I should do them if I'm not going to watch it. I think if I watch it, it just makes it so much better. I mean, I know some people want me to do listen-alongs, but I mean, they're fun, they're entertaining. Like the Derby one was great, but I don't think it's the same. If I'm not listening to it, half the time I'm hardly even talking about the game. You know, most of the time I'm just talking about random football that's not even related. So honestly, I only really want to do watch-alongs if I am actually watching it. So after Swansea, it will be the playoffs. And this is something I normally forget to mention. Obviously, the manager, their boss is who even is their boss? I don't even know. Steve Cooper. Okay, I didn't even know that. I've never heard of him, okay? In my honest answer, I've never heard of Steve Cooper, so I don't have a clue what to say. So, yeah, he manages Swansea. Obviously, David. We all know that because I just said it. But, of course, on to my prediction. I'm going to go I think if we do go 4 games without a win, that is quite worrying. That's poor form. I think 3 games without a win, anything above that, that's when you should start worrying about your form, you know. And I think 4 or 5 games at the maximum we've gone this season without winning. Like in December, we had quite a poor win against Sheffield Wednesday. Millwall we drew with in the last minute. Again, surprisingly, we are Forest, obviously. Obviously Huddersfield. Who else? I generally can't even remember. We had a poor run around Christmas, and then we went on a good run of form again, where we got like 3 wins in a row. It makes literally no sense. But anyway, prediction: I'm gonna go for 2-1 Forest. 2-1 Forest. I'm gonna say it. We're not a team that tend to score goals often. Huddersfield is an exception. Obviously, you know, lots of other games we have scored quite a few goals, but a lot of the time we just don't tend to do that. I do think we will end this form. We've got to do a job. We've got to get this done, okay? At least seal the playoffs. I think we can win the playoffs. I really do. But I am worried if we get promoted. Honestly, I am. It's going to be very interesting. Are we going to be Norwich and get battered? Are we going to pull off an absolute miracle and qualify for Europe like Sheffield United probably will do? Or are we going to be the next Villa and just spend an absolutely ton of money and clinging on to any kind of survival? You're in and around it, but most of the time, you're not going to stay up, basically. I hope it's Sheffield United, but I highly doubt it. I think it'd be more of a Villa, to be honest. But I've been talking long enough. Please, lads, let me know in the comments below your predictions. And a quick reminder again, I will be doing a live watch onto this tomorrow evening for the game from around about 5 to 6 maybe. I'll go live about 5, maybe even 10 minutes early before the game. But yeah, like and subscribe. 2 rads, more previews coming for the rest of the season. Pause the career mode. And after the pause of the career mode and the season, football videos will return and all sorts of stuff like that, podcasts, etc. And I'll see you very soon, lads. Come on, you Reds!